Hey everyone, Irit here with another daily sketching video. After this video, we have 4 more to go, and hopefully after that I can do a flip through. It's crunch time because next week, hopefully we'll be leaving for Italy, and before that I want to set up my Italy palette and I want to kind of do also a video, just talking about the summer palette and going over all the colors. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know how it's gonna happen. If you listen to the previous narrations a couple of videos ago, even getting 10 minutes to narrate my videos without having a child jumping, running across my room is a challenge. But now I have the house to myself for a minute and a half, so I am recording this. Today's color is the Alvaro's Caliente Gray, which is one of the colors that Daniel Smith came out with in, I want to say, 2018. Does anyone know how long? I mean, 2020 feels like 3 years by itself. So they came out with a few grays that year, and honestly, I'm trying to think, like, what more can Daniel Smith do? I mean, they already have like a gazillion colors. I don't know, I guess maybe some mixtures. I think they should maybe do some fluorescent and pastel colors. Just saying. I don't know. I don't have any good ideas for them. Their, color range is really outstanding, probably top of the line. But anyway, so this gray, when I got it, I have a video kind of playing around with it, and I'll try to remember to link you to it. I really liked it, and it's a nice gray. I can't remember. I think it's like 3 pigments in it. What can I tell you? I don't really use it a lot. I added it to this palette. I thought maybe I'll use it, but at the end of the day, I will pick something like Lunar Black or Zoazite or my beloved Dusk Pink, 99 times out of 100 over this particular gray. So I don't know what to tell you. It'll probably come out of my palette. I think maybe if you do the kind of painting that Alvaro does, which is, he paints a lot of different subjects, but I think he's mostly known for his kind of cityscape, architectural, urban, scape. And he uses a lot of gray, and then he has those pops of orange. What am I showing you here? I have no idea. Oh, I think, so the one Neo Pastel that I was using is supposed to be a little bit metallic, and it is, but it's kind of a dull metallic. So I guess I just wanted to show you that. But since I'm not super in love with this color, and since I recently got my Neo Pastel 1 set and then some extra ones, which you'll see in future videos, I really wanted to kind of put these to the test and really see if, how water resistant they are and how they layer, and, if you can kind of blend them. I would say you can get like a bit of a blend if you layer them, but I don't know. I guess it's one of those products that, because I mostly paint with watercolors, and that's mostly what I'm interested in. And also when I was doing more mixed media, I was still mostly working with, paint, like then it would have been acrylic paint or ink or something like that. So things like pencils and pastels, I haven't learned a lot about how to use them as a single, art medium or art supply. So mostly what I've seen is how they are used as part of a whole range of products, in mixed media. Okay, so I just wanted to show you here, I'm using the Holbein pencil. I mentioned it in another video. Jacksons are getting the Holbein pencils into their stock. I'm super excited about this, not for myself because I don't know if I have to check the whole color range. I have a set of 12 of their pastel pencils, which they will also be carrying Jacksons. I'm so happy for you all because I had mine shipped to me from Japan by a friend in Japan. And they are just so, so beautiful. The colors are beautiful. Honestly, I haven't looked through my Prismacolor range and Polychroma range to see if there are similar colors, but I don't think, maybe there are similar ones, but I don't think that, they just got those pastel colors right. And yeah, I'm happy that Jacksons will be carrying them so that other people can try it. I saw they're going to carry the sets. They're going to carry it open stock, so you can just pick up a few. And if you pick up one, make it ice green because that pencil is the perfect minty color. And I can tell you that I checked all of my other pencils and I didn't find that perfect shade. So what I wanted to see here is just to see if I could also get that really opaque application of a pencil or a pastel on my watercolors. And it's, at the end of the day here, it comes to, the Neo pastels achieve that really, really well. You can, because they are pastel and because they are, a little bit soft, but not too soft to be annoying for a sketchbook, like regular soft oil pastels, already made that point a gazillion times before. They just deposit more product. So it's easy to, scribble with them and get that nice application of waxy product that will then resist your watercolors. With a pencil, it's just, first of all, it's just smaller, but also pencil formulas, the product is just, it's harder and it doesn't deposit as much product. So you can see with some colors, it also works well, and that Holbein pencil, I think, did a good job. And you can get, if you apply a lot of pencil and you kind of burnish that area, you can still get a nice opaque application that will resist your watercolors. So I wouldn't say in this case that the Neocolor ones are, unbeatable, but I still think it's really easy to work with them. The disadvantage, in my opinion, about the Neocolor 2 is the color range, just because, they have a good color range. Don't get me wrong. Caran D'Ache did a good job and they have a good color range, but you can't compete. They have, I think 40 colors and then maybe some more metallics. When you look at pencil color ranges, it's usually somewhere between 100, 120, 150 colors. So you just have a much bigger variety when you're talking about pencils. So that's where something like, a nice set of Holbeins, for example, it just gives you, you can buy open stock. But especially if you're someone that kind of is drawn to, let's say, more specific, I'm not going to say unique, just specific tones, which are not the more traditional brights or saturated colors or the traditional neutrals. Like for me, I love the semi-neutrals. That's what I love. Those kind of weird, slightly gray, slightly muted, minty colors, aqua colors, corally, peachy colors. Those are the ones that I find are really special. And now I just started, that's what I collect. And those are the ones that I'm drawn to. And sometimes it's not necessarily the product. Of course, you want the product to be of good quality, but it's just if the brand gets the colors right. And I've talked about this in regards to Prismacolor pencils, which I just think they do it so well when it comes to color, and Holbein is exactly the same. So this page was, because I wasn't super I know this color, it's a gray. I have other dark neutral colors that I prefer to work with that have more granulation, that are just more interesting. You'll see that with Zoazite. I just finished painting that page and it was just so much fun. I don't know, I think maybe this gray, especially I have already a tube, maybe I'll put it in some neutral palette or something for sketching, just value studies. Not that I do a lot of those because mostly I paint these crazy colorful florals, but yep. So I just took this particular sketchbook page as an opportunity to play with my Neocolor, and see how they compare to other products in my stash. And here I'm just trying to add some layers on top. And this is a part of my exploration of different products, is finding what works for me, not just in the effect that I desire, but also the way that I can work with a product is incredibly important for me. So, for example, I am now really enjoying to add more opaque layers on top of my, let's say, mostly watercolor florals. You could do that with several different things. You could grab some acrylic heavy body paint. You can grab some gouache straight from the tube. You can do all these things, but I really like to be able to do things fast. I don't like squeezing out paint that then I have to use up or regret squeezing too much. So things like combining acrylic paint or freshly squeezed gouache into my regular, daily sketching, it's possible it will, give me that effect that I want, but in practicality, is that a word? In reality, I need something else. And that something else for me has been, pencils for that detail. And now for that extra opacity. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? So you see, this is the Neo Pastel, but it's also the Holbein Pencils. So you really need to try and see what works for you. And what can I tell you? I'm just having fun playing with all these supplies. It's just a pleasure to paint and explore. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow, I guess, with another daily sketching video. Bye.